Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
And already we're underway here. Lovely feet.
Çalhanoğlu did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Savinho. Oh, that's a fine interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easy...
And the shot! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. And that is a little undercooked. En-Nesyri. Aguirre cuts out the pass. Now it's Diaz. Oh, that's fabulous.
That was lovely, that.
Diaz stood his ground strongly. Great chance! It's a loose ball.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
Chance here to counter. He might be in here. Can he get it through? And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught napping. Looking to go deep. Partey gets it away. That's good running with the ball. In with the challenge. Looking for options for movement. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And here's Diaz. Surlot. Oh, that was vital. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, good-looking ball. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He's having a go!
Mighty close.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Time and again they are repelled.
Akanji spots it and intercepts.
Great ball, and he's in here. There's the shot! No mistake! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
That was a given. It always was.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, it seems to me they'll both be pushing for...
Solid! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Barcelona take... And Sonny! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Inter Milan are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. And he's managed to get free. Oh, nice touch. Hit into the middle. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Rudiger with the clearance. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's gone back to the keeper. And that is out of play. Richards.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's half-time here. That gets things going for the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Shapes to shoot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And now they can clear their lines. And reclaimed it in a trice. Chance, surely! In he goes again! They want to be quick to recover this. Neymar gets flagged offside. That is ended up in no man's land. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Sané, and he was alert to it. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
De Jong. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Now it's in the series. Walker tries to clear. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Solot is herring after that one. And here's En-Nesyri. And En-Nesyri! And he's quick to get it clear again. Pass somewhat off target.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. The less said about that pass, the better.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
That pass isn't the best. Aguirre. Rafinha. Now it's Solot. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great vision. Partey. And Rafinha. And here's Diaz. He shifted it to the flank. Played into space out wide. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Sostituzione per l'Inter, numero 19.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 9, il numero
And
14.
claimed it back swiftly.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Inter Milan, perhaps contemplating their next change here. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Oh, he's burst through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Nice intercept. Shoots! It's anyway. He's going for goal! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
It's a pretty loose pass. And it's played forward. Lewandowski charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
He's tried one! Oh, the ball's run loose here. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Akanji. And it's Sané. And it's Llorente. Diaz. Can he finish? Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Barcelona blast themselves into a 3-goal. Decent shot! And how good was that? A finish right from the top draw. It is no contest.
It is a landslide. And there goes the final whistle. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the
Signore e
game.
signori,